Hello friends, Mark Holmes here with Michael Anthony Fitness, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to my mess that is my workshop. We are actually here working on Joe Boo's man cave, as well as work. I've got a bunch of things that we're working on projects-wise. My biggest problem is I don't have much space. I've got this guy's right here. This is the new top for our desk. It's a little bit longer, gives me an extra foot, a little bit wider, so that way I can spread out the stuff a little bit, so it won't be so crowded. And I got Michael Anthony over here using the thickness sander to sand down these doors for the television entertainment center. This is one of those things about having the right tool that makes all the difference in the world. See this? I glued these up yesterday. Remember Michael was putting these together? You run this through there, it's a conveyor belt. It's got two big drums on it that literally sand down the pieces completely flat. Look at that. Saves you time. The dust collector sucks up the dust, and bam, look at this. Trim them up, then take the other edge sander, sand the edges on it, put them on the router table, and they're going to be fantastic. So we got that going. Now, hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good. I know it's loud here because it's the workshop, but check this out. Look. Bam. 2 days worth of work. I've got my locker here, and we're going to keep on working on this. I've got to make the door for the liquor cabinet that goes in there and put the face frame on it. So let me know how the feed is on this. I gotta go. I'll be right back. You can watch Michael here for a minute. All right, so we got some work to do in here. He's got to sand those doors. I've got to make the edging for the countertops. And I had a bunch of people that said, man, it's kind of cool to see you working in the workshop, and this helps to eliminate some of the, time I have to spend in actually editing. Okay, so I'm lazy. What can I say? If anybody's there, comment. Let me see if the comments and everything are working on the chat, because I'm not actually seeing any. See if we're all flat on that side. Drop down a little more. Likewise, okay. So run the ball through one more time. Is that okay? Come on. Just get on that same side. Now this one. This is the only one. That's the thing. That's okay. Because see, we've got extra thickness over here that we can take off. We need them all to be consistent. They all have to be consistent. So, I'm teaching Michael new tricks of the trade here. Michael is fantastic with electrical, but before I go away from here, I've got all of this equipment that I've been buying over the years and stuff, and the knowledge of how to use it and things. I want to pass it on to him so that way all this equipment doesn't go to waste if he wants it. But then again, he may not want it. I don't know. But what I will say, what's up, Vic? How you doing, Fernando? I'm going to say this because I'm old, and it drives me crazy. But they don't build things like they used to. And I know I used to hear that from my dad. But understand this. We bought a washing machine 2.5, 3 years ago. Problem with the computer chip on it. They came out and they said it's going to cost $500 to fix it. You're better off just buying a new one. And that drives me crazy because I think about things when I grew up. Behind this Victor Sandra drill press. I bought that drill press when Michael was this tall, this big. 1989. This table saw over here. Same thing. This table saw, it's an old Craftsman table saw. I bought that in 1989. I've had to change the belts and things like that on it, but they were built solid as a rock. Since that time, I bought about 5 other ones down the country and stuff that I've used that literally just fall apart. This thing is like a tank. You could drop an atomic bomb on it. It's that solid. Earl was seen wearing a Cowboys breathing mask. Are you kidding me? Oh, we're going to have to search for that. Oh, my goodness. I hope that doesn't backfire like what happened with the Cowboys talking to him saying, are you ready for tomorrow? Okay, I'll go to Fish's page in a few minutes to check that out. You hear about that, Mike? Earl Thomas was seen wearing a Cowboys breathing mask. I think that thing's going to get done, and I'm going to talk some smack when it does. Okay, just understand that all those people that say that I'm fake sports news, a clickbaiter, and all that, ooh, you're going to laugh at me. But let me do a little bit of work in here, and then I'll go check that out, and then we'll talk about it. What's going on, Romeo? Romeo, I'm living the dream, man. I'm living the dream. I'm covered with dust. I'm building cabinets. I'm making things for people with my hands. I love making things with my hands. I don't know how long these hands are going to work, but I'm building stuff, man. Look, check it. Look at this. Can you believe? Right there. Another locker for the set. It's growing like crazy. We're going to have fun. All right, let me go ahead and do these edges, and then I'll check out Earl Thomas. Fortunately, I've got this matting, because I'm old, I've got rubber interlocking matting that's on the floor, so that way I don't get so much pounding on my knees. It's not an official logo. Oh, so he's pirating stuff. The NFL police might be after him on that one. But let me cut these boards up right back. There's nothing like having the right tool for the job, okay? If you have the right tool for the job, you get better results, you get a better product, and you make life a lot easier. If I didn't have this, look, this is a perfect analogy about Earl Thomas, okay? I don't have to have that machine right there. I don't. I can just take this sander right here, and I can sand it flat. I can spend my time around there and stuff. Make a cloud of dust and things, you know. It would work. It would work. But when you have the right tool or a better tool, do you see any dust coming from that machine? Any dust? Does he look like he's working real hard while it's doing the work for you? Right? Do you see how smooth and perfect that job is on that? That's having the right tool for the job. Makes life easy. And that's the same in anything that you do, especially football. Earl Thomas is the right tool for our job. Sure, you can go ahead and use Jeff Heath, Xavier Woods, and those guys. They'll work, but not as good as a guy who knows all the intricacies. Will he cost some money? Yes, it'll cost some money, because that piece of equipment is over $2,000. But I've had that thing for about 12 years or so. And the amount of doors that have gone through there have been hundreds, if not thousands, of pieces of wood that have gone through there. That piece of equipment has more than paid for itself. You get an Earl Thomas, you get a big beast in the middle, they will more than pay for themselves with the Super Bowl championship. Sir Watley. Oh man, dude, we're growing like crazy. So you're the one that's been here the whole time. Thank you very much for the super chat and for the support. I'm excited. Last night doing the live stream, using the streaming set and the multiple cameras and things. I still have a lot to learn to get used to it, but it's really cool to be able to do those things with it. I'm excited about the things we're going. I've got some stuff. I wish I could share something with you guys right now, but I don't want to jinx it. But if it happens, if it works out, the haters will really come out the woodwork. See what I did there? Out the wood. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get to work. You see me for a long time too. Well, that was back in the Benet Emery days, so that was like 2016. So you've been there a long time. What? Okay, that's good. So now we're just going to do a light pass on this side. Just a quarter turn. Quarter turn to that. Run it from this side. And see, with this machine, you see this piece right here? This is all, this is not like what you get in the store. In the store, what they're going to do is they're going to take particle board, put a veneer on it, put an edge banding and stuff on it. But look at this. This is solid oak. This thing is heavy as a rock. This is, believe it or not, look. That's one piece. That's a joint. That's a joint. And that's a joint. And all I got to do is take the vinyl sander and sand it over and varnish it. I'm going to cut curvature on it so I don't bust my hip on it. But that's what you can do with having the right piece of equipment. Good luck taking something 22 inches wide and sanding it flat without the right piece of equipment. Tex-Mex, no problem, man. Michael, that's right. Michael Anthony Fitness is in the house. He's working his day job with his dad as we learn to try and take over the world. Raymond, I know you want your name on the shirt. Actually, after I get finished doing some of this stuff, I've got to go to the post office, mail out the shirt to my friend Deidre, go to the store and things. You know, I'm just blessed to be able to do this stuff. So let me get this work done so we can get on to it. You know I am. Where's and that, I'm sorry, I don't know where that is. I missed that comment. Need some more clay. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, like I was talking about, most furniture when you buy it these days, they just take a veneer and they put over particle board. And let's see if I can get, well, I'd have to move the camera, but to show you. Well, I can move the camera, what the heck. Most of your furniture is made out of this, particle board. It's basically wood dust and glue that has formaldehyde in it that actually leaches chemicals. What they do is they put a paper veneer or sometimes a wood veneer over it, and then they'll put a veneer over, which is a thin. This is a veneer. This is actually a mahogany veneer. And so it's heat treated, they warm it up, it sticks to the edge of it. Looks great. When you buy it, it's dead on flat, it looks beautiful, it's perfectly grained and all that. Problem is, when that gets wet, or you bump this, it comes off and looks like crap. This, you can dent it, sand it out and refinish it. So what I'm doing, this is the tops for the entertainment center. So it's 3/4 inch plywood. When I build cabinets, see this? 3/4 inch opposed to 1/2 inch is what you get in most cabinets. But this is American made. You can see the layers of it, you see the veneer on it. Alright? This is tough. Gets wet, it's not going to swell up like the particle board, and it's going to look better, it's going to last longer. But to protect it, I put a solid edge of wood on it, so that way we'll end up putting a profile on it. It'll make it look nice, and it'll also help keep it straight. So that's kind of like, this is like old school woodworking. This isn't like what you get these days. Those are all done? Okay, you can bring them over to the Raylon saw so I can cut those. And let me, see, now what we're going to do is we actually got to shape the door edges on them. This is where I almost need to bring back some of the things from Waynesburg. I think I've got about 10 or so in there, where you can always use more clay. I need to do the same thing to that one, but I also need to laminate a piece for the door up here, and I've got to cut solid pieces of wood to go on for my fronts here. But at the moment, because I got a small workshop, got to move some things around so we can get to everything. Okay, let's take this and put it. Hold up, we the boys. Okay. Alright, so got those cut down size. Now I'm going to take them on the edge sander over here and sand the edge on. Alright, bring those doors on over here. Again, the biggest problem in our workshop is I've got a lot of equipment, not a lot of space. So over here, this is actually really cool. Good. This is actually an 89-inch. Let me move the camera so you guys can actually see this. Yes, I know. There's a stove in here. I've got to take that down the country. But what this is a giant belt sander. Literally, it's an 89-inch belt by 6 inches. We're taking these doors. You see this? See the burn mark from where I cut it and all that? We're going to take this, put it on the edge sander, and make a nice edge on it. Then we're actually going to go ahead and shape the doors. Now, I'm going to teach you how to do this, son. Now, what you got to do on this is understand that you have the fence that's right here. You don't have a lot of space, of course, but you just want to go in real easy, keep it straight, because if you're trying to go into a middle, light edge. So, dust collector. Open that up, sucks in the dust. Just go like that, real easy. Bang. And then real easy on the edge, you see it, you take it off. Look at that. Smooth edge. Cleans up all the cuts. Alright? So you got to be careful when this thing is very aggressive, that it'll take off the line with your foot. Alright, so that's what I need Michael to do, and then I've got the last step to do on this. But you can see how that cleaned that edge up there? Look at that. See, that's what I mean when I say having the right tool makes all the difference in the world. Now, look at that joint. Is that a thing of beauty or what? Is that tight? Is that tight? Wait till you see the last step. Oh, this one's gonna blow your mind away. I'm gonna get set up while he's sanding. Turn the heat off. Because it's getting hot in here. So take off. No, we're not taking off. How's everybody doing this morning? See again, right tool for the job. Earl Thomas. Oh, David Irving. Don't get me started on David Irving. Don't get me started on him. I'm just gonna walk away from that whole, just walking away. Don't mean to scare you. All right, so you guys are watching magic happen. Let me move the camera again. All right. Forgive me because my workshop is a mess. Okay. Now, we've got our doors, right? So we saw Michael glue these up yesterday. Okay. See the joints in there that we made actually on the shaper? I should have showed you guys how we do that. Now we need to put an edge on these. Now, you can put all kinds of different shapes, profiles, and stuff on here. My favorite one is actually, it's a finger pull edge. And it's a little shape that's kind of like an OG on the top of it. And then it's tapered on the back. So that way you don't have to actually use a handle on it. It's a nice clean look. It's easy to keep clean and everything else. And that's what I'm going to do over here. This right here is, you'll notice that a lot of the stuff I have is stuff that I've actually made myself. This is a 3 horsepower router that has, I built this table to go with it. I bought the fence to go on here. I've got it hooked up to the dust collector so it pulls up a lot of the dust. The pocket hole jig is actually a bench top piece, but I built a bench around it so it's actually made to work with. So now watch this. Magic's gonna happen. See that? Square. Need to adjust one thing real quick. That's what you get when it's live. Okay, let's try that again. Square edge. cabinet door in the making. Got 4 more of them to do. All we have to do now, take the orbital sander, sand it a little bit, it's ready to be varnished. Stained. With the cross grain, okay? You don't want to do this one first because this will tear out. And what happens when it tears out? With the grain, it doesn't tear. So this way, it'll give it a cleaner look. Steady, slow speed. Don't try to rush it. The slower, the better. We're going to get Michael to start to do his first time at this. See if we can. There we go. All right. Let's see you do it. And remember, nice, manual. Is that going to be like on? Where's the comment? So I can try and read it again. Let me. So somebody's here hating on the Cowboys? Good luck. Hold it. Got your first big event for my chapter out here in Vegas, the Heart Kitten, coming up this weekend. What is it that you do? Good luck, man. Let's get some mojo on that. I know, but look, here's the thing. The dust collector sucks up all this stuff. And I just have this thing. I sweat so much, they fog up on me, okay? Yes, I'm stupid. I know that. I know that. I hope to have a shop big enough that I don't have to keep moving stuff around. But until then, every day I'm hustling. That is our cabinet storage. Tell me that's not pretty. Look at that edge. So that's what I actually do. I actually love building stuff. Eagles gloves. Hold on, let me go back. I check it. Eagles gloves will be coming your way. Eagles gloves? Oh, hell no. And a sweat rag. He needs, this is actually dust. A little bit of dust on my arms. It's not, well, yeah, I'm ashy too, but most of it's dust. My hands, look, I have all my fingers. And see, I hate to wear gloves. Even if I'm moving wood and all that, I just have to get a feel for things, okay? I'm very touchy-feely, and I can't use gloves. I'm just crazy like that. I've got issues, okay? So let me ask you guys, is this something you actually enjoy seeing work in the workshop? Because technically I have one other channel, the Woodwar, which was the one I originally did for my woodworkers. I could just live stream working in my shop in there, and let's see Tim the Tool Time Taylor doing it. And a sweat rag. Okay. That's dope as fuck. Well, thank you. Let me get some more work done. feel that but it's got to be a smooth transition, and that's one of those things you get from doing it. You know, it's the first time you've ever used it. And this bit is very difficult because of the size of it. So that's it with those. Let me turn the dust collector on here. So all we got to do is sand up these doors, and they're ready to stain. Once those other pieces over there get dry, I can take those other clamps off. This other piece of plywood right here, I've got to do the same thing. Glue a solid edge on it, and then route a detail and things. And we're good to go on this stuff. So I'm feeling excited because we're getting progress done on the locker. Maybe by the weekend, that'll be down in the man cave. And by the end of the week, these should be actually installed in the homeowner's place. And tomorrow I've got to buy about 10 sheets of plywood to start building some kitchen cabinets. So again, if you guys like this, let me know. Leave a comment and things on it. If you do, instead of putting this on my Dallas Cowboy channel, because I'm sure some people are like, this got nothing to do with football, even though I am building a case for my football report. I can put it on my other channel and just leave the camera running while we're working in the workshop every day. And, you know, you can just follow along and see stuff coming together. But to me, it's always like magic when you take just some boards and you uncover the beauty underneath of it. I hear you on the hand protections, occupational safety and solutions. Oh, okay. Oh, so maybe on a different channel. Okay, I get you on okay. Don't come get me. Here's the thing. Like I was saying about that. Even when I'm raking leaves, doing stuff, it drives me crazy having those on there. And the safety glasses too, you're right. I should wear the safety glasses. When I'm using my hand tools and stuff outside the shop, usually I'm using safety glasses, but when I'm in here with the dust collection system and all that, it all sucks up everything, and I've never gotten anything. Okay. All right, you're right. I'll start doing it, okay? Jeez. But anyway, this is what I do. So I'm gonna get out of here right now. I've got to go to the dump and get rid of some of the garbage we got. Got to go to the store and pick up some more materials and things, and we're gonna let this stuff dry. But thank you everybody who jumped in. Hopefully you enjoyed. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you discovered. Maybe I'm gonna start doing some woodworking. Maybe you found out having the right tool means everything in doing the job, which is why we need to get Earl Thomas. And that's the other thing you can go check on.